sita ili kuzungumza na mhudumu wa Safaricom kwa habari.
Kenya International Medical Center ni nyagitari ikotoka ime yomochi obosongo.
Kenya International Medical Center erega igomochi obosongo.
Niko kunyara kwa gutumika mashini chekerero kuringoria omochando ore asomobere ogo.
Cover services tia amarwaire ayega tokurukanga chronic diseases gose lifestyle diseases.
Marwaire kunyara kwa konya no burwaire bwa diabetes, high blood pressure, asthma, arthritis, ulcer, ne marwaire ande amange.
Abanyetari bari trained nande bakurigera umubiri w'umugima ko wetukia bakegesanise igonga kimashini nigo kiroro cyarure Chinsa kya Michael kikurigera byebimo byawo byonsi byo mubere ko wetukia bakamaguruse
nigo gotonyora gwetira enamba yesimi ere 0717176383 gose 0798018654.
Kuria na kego sali umubiri wito igonga titotigiri maega so kurigera lya mangana nutrition
nigo twachiri gokonya omochando ore asomobere ogo.
Buyabona mwanchu mulgeli asante sana bunanguligenza ne chekile Chinsa cyo kunyora mangana majali tukuli alitariki sana na isa tumutiyo gatano na kabere makojuga 2026 saranso ikibwatia mangana majabo tambe bunaberekago tugwa kunyebo kusakwa utambe nere nka Chinsa mana boyigo asabarali babire bakugenda nkuma emino mubantite gotuka kunyabo kusaka bono botambe go kwaliganiye mangana majabo tambe bunako akagwatika imneskiyense itujya Kenya tubata sona platforms ase Facebook fan page to ase Voice of Victory TV like na go subscribe Chinsa mocha YouTube as Amazing Voice of Victory TV digital ne botambe mwancho muligele tukoche ya mase makuru ase Chiefs cheta se nyumba ya golf arcade barabara ne kigwande kenene kya Gusi Stadium imije town ne Bosonge county ya Kisi na bono bune naro ya ituniko tukukubulyo bikogo tarege tesini kelyo bikogo semigwa kubatkana nobyo bonke poko babo gotoka Chinsa mechi igati yabo kwaliganya matankasa ao asteligolira muguko na bono go record ya matera se chinchire cha audio na video asobo manyi na boyiko obokerero wakegima ende kinga bonu kwa bere kogotota rasa magataito a golf arcade gosemono gotwakire simi gwetere namba era sekerole gie TV ya una botambe mwancho muri tereno gwetsona Omenge gosabo isaranso ikobwa cyamangana majyakuro bono machakone gukomelyo na kwaliganire tochaka mangana majyito kuru asike gambere kenene gya Kisi loko so mwancho muri renko munyiwanga bono oyo kalenge umonogari bwege karogia Kisi County Assembly ya Samulita David Kombo na boigo yo lengo moklaka se chinga kicha Samulita mpaka niko bono babire bagotigwa na bono ikina kiabugo tuguterwa ale nikigambire kiki na kibatege kubekwa ange myaka ibere yabire ange myaka 5 nebere yabire kegweta wekera bono igo mancho mulilia kumanywa ngase kina konye kerebo sibo mo chief magistrate Samulita Bernard Mwanza litwali leo nigabaga kumunyora umusike David Kombo uyu kutabwati mamocho andonsim asinchira yabetege gutumika asinchira yokulika egatija bakorera miremo asekera ringe ase abisi omoncho muri glasinge njigo kwana nabariki mu mumaya niko bono ensemo yabana chibina nabwigo chiloya chirikonye kira sensemo yo kwamerera nabono kumwegerera umusike David Kombo babire bagukwanira kubatkana n'ebitambukiro byonsi byeri chikubya bete bikubwatikwa asenge njiyo kwanekinga bono ikine kyo kyabireke gokorwa goika.
The case that was assembly and the former speaker David Kombo of the Kisii County Assembly, a case under the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act, Section 46, abuse of office. The case has been dismissed after the court having a finding that the prosecution did not prove the charge beyond any reasonable doubt. No beneficial interest was conferred by the allegations of the prosecution to constitute the abuse of office against Mzee Kombo. It is a case that has been going on for the past 2 years before the same court, before Honorable Bernard Omwensa, after Mzee Kombo was dramatically arrested by a clique of club of members or staff of the Anti-Corruption Commission who dramatically arrested him, or abducted him from Nairobi and drove him overnight from Nairobi, aligning him in court, disregarding an earlier order from the same court that Mzee presents himself before the court to take a plea for this matter.
I want to thank my God. I thank God because the truth has at least been brought up. I want to thank my lawyers. The two lawyers did a wonderful job. They did a wonderful job by at least bringing it before the court that I've never, and I will not want to commit any crime.
What I'm saying today, that I'm extremely excited that he has undergone 2 years of treachery, being waylaid in Nairobi, abducted, driven the entire night. At his age, he's over 80 years. But nonetheless, what has a beginning has its end. And as counsel, together with the team that was behind, I'm completely excited and happy. And I confirm that the team that we had, we worked hard to ensure that the truth has come out.
Chimi yetawni kilibabira bagukwana na kwelikinga nige kyombi kiligikoligilio byabwa macha se tawni obusungu na gwetani kwasko kyabirege kubuligwa kwanguya nabono kwenekia obya ase chinsemo ekyo tobategerere nabo igobya kolengana na maji.
Ni siku ya furaha kwa vile maji sana sana katika yale mambo yote ambayo yenye especially kama waheshimiwa tunafanya ni moja yao ya kuelimisha watu na kusaidia watu. Sewer line. Kuna watu ambao especially wakati wa mvua Nyakomsaro River, around Nyakomsaro River. Sana sana huwa inakuanga jioni. Huwa watu wanafungua sewage zao zinaingia kwa mtu. Na hatujui ya kuwa wameconnect kwa main sewer line ama hizo sasa ni illegal. Because how comes wanafungua in the evening? So those people who are managing that area, please make sure muangalie vizuri ili tupate wenye ambao hawataki maybe kulipa, wamefanya illegal connection zao, ama hawataki kufanya connection iwe vizuri, sana sana jioni wanaifungulia. Na hiyo maji lazima tuyatunze, lazima tu support the management. So we are behind for this new tariff. Hatuwezi kata, taipongeza na tutawasaidia kwa popote mnahitaji msaada hii.
The process that requires public consultation before the decision are made. The review is intended to support the improved service delivery, operational sustainability, and future investment in water and sanitation infrastructure. The process is being undertaken by the public participation as required under the Kenyan Water Sector Regulatory Framework. As we deliberate today, let us remember one thing. The tariff adjustment should go hand in hand with improved service delivery. Our people expect reliable water supply, prompt response, and I think there are others who have attested that our people, our staff, respond so fast. They call us to ensure that people of Kisii have access to clean, safe, reliable, affordable water services. Let us work together to build sustainable water utility capable of serving both current and the future generations.
Tunapata katika hiyo maji sitakuwa solid. Na kitu kingine maji yetu at times na hasa nikayaweka kama vile security wanasema. And security starts with you. Na kwa sababu ya maji pia, kwa sababu ni uhai, maji pia kwa kulinda inaanza na wewe. At times unaweza kuwa unapita midhaani unapata pipe imepasuka, kusaidia report au watu alafu wakibiwa kuja wafunge hiyo maji.
Macho muligire totikana nayo tosikobosyo mkomaji wa ngabune nchire ya moyo gosangira libirenkera lyokubatikana na mangana yokuija kwa mangana minerals kosoko toko kubyabwa madini ya Chinsemo nikobone kiombegia State Department of Mining kyabreke gotara Chinsemo ase county ya Kisii nabone gosangira libirenkera lyokubatikana ninganijo kolengana kwikira bono iga nikobono ensemo yabo obsaiga tiabo Patricia Mabil oyoromo principal korwase kiombegia State Department of Mining kyabreke gokwanira kubatikana nubya gwebirenkera lyupya bibigo sangira ligwana bamenyi be county ya Kisii kubatikana nubya kura bibo gotoka ekerobono amangana yechiminero akubaka gotoka ase Orogongo kolengana na banki babiri bagokwana ekero kyugo sangiriwo kwebirengera libyo babiri bakwena na ebirengera libyo gotoka okubya kwenchira yo kwiranirya obya segesaku udenchira mo yo kwenekinga bono obya babiri bugwikirana Chinsemo kose egesaku kiriyo byo pokubago gotoka imigenzi ito ya Kenya. Mwancho muligiria enyorenga nigobono obyo bwogende tukosige twase Chinsemo ekerabono county ya Kisii egenda tukosige twa kuyurigiria nabono kwagata chinchira chobwe ikeronu chobo tumekibwelige na yekware kurwase Chinsemo cha South Mugirango robotiro asobe ikeranu.
We have 3 documents. We have the explosives bill. The initial bill that we had was enacted in 1931. So it's a bill that's around 96 years old, and it was time for us to review it, to have a change, and also to keep in time with the changes that have occurred over the years. So that is one of the documents that we have, the explosives bill, and it has with it its attendant regulations. The second document that we have today, we have a review of the mining and minerals policy. This is to allow us to be able to also look at the sector. What has changed over the years? The policy that we had was a 2016 policy. So it is almost 10 years now. And we feel like it was time for a review because the sector is growing. A lot of new entrants, emerging issues that are coming up. And specifically with this policy, issues to do with value addition. You have heard our president saying that it is time that we stop exporting our minerals in their raw form. And we now need to start setting up companies within Kenya that are able to process our minerals. So that is one of the key changes that you will see in our policy. The third document is a mine health and safety regulations. These regulations are supposed to bring safety in the sector. We have had a lot of mine collapses. We have had of a lot of mines that are not constructed in the way that they should be extracted. And one of the things that this regulation seeks to bring is to ensure that we are constructing our mines in the way that they should be constructed. We are ensuring the safety of how we do our tailings, safety in how we handle the mine centers, creating opportunities also for this regulation is going to create opportunities for quite a number of people and also going to strengthen safety in the mines.
We come to pick information from the ground, which is also help us in our oversight and policy work. The board is interested in ensuring that Kenya is investment ready, and the regulations and the bills that we are discussing here today with the public is going to give good ground, set the ground for improved services so that as a government policy, we are ready for investments in minerals.
I appreciate what the three instruments that are being discussed, what they entail. Because at the county level, we need to provide oversight to the various teams that are engaged in the area of mining. And this is the first time the artisanal committees have been put in place. And so we have a lot of work to do, a lot of learning, and therefore it's extremely important for us to ensure that this process of public participation that is engaging the actual actors on the ground with the team that is coming from the headquarters, detailing what is provided for in the law, is clear to them so that even our regulated work becomes easy, our supervision work becomes easy, even where we are required to provide leadership there for that level.
Voice of Victory ni gonko komanyanga gwikira bonega ni kubone ministry ya mangana yekisemi sensi ya Kenya yabereke gukwanira kubatkana n'ubyo bwabere pokwenekirwa n'ikyombekeria gya concepts asenginje yokwenekinga bono chikosi na bwigo chi university kiri aborokiwa bali babete bagwisana sera matemye class ya 12 umwaka bete kogweta jabere kigo chorogo se amabagayo aberega kubekwa kegima aso mtandao kagukwana kegima ni kubona bamate bikisemi pakuragonero mu waziri asamana yikisemi muskimigo sogamba babereba gukwana na kwenekinga ni kubona ministry gose ekyombeke kisemi kyabetike kubwati bitambukiro byonsi byo kwenekinga bono aborokiwa babereba kubekwa asechi university kire babete bagochora na boigo obyo bonke kubwatigwa eli kubaenana kose kubabekera chikosi kire babete bagochora chinkaki chiboigo babereba gukwanira kubatikana n'ubyo bwabire bwo kubekwa saborokigwa bari batabete bakwenyorera ali bagelyo nabona kubasemya ko sosa mwana y'ikikosi cy'amagoko imeje cy'искuru cy'ikitivet eli kwenyorera obya kurwasa mwana y'ikisemi.
Only place students to the universities they select. Previously, we would get students and, if we have students who have not made any selection, they would be shared into programs. Now we do not do that anymore. So you find if a student has applied to a certain university, the only thing that we ask, if they are not successful, we ask them, in the event you're not successful, can we consider you for another program for the same program in another university or for another program that you qualify for? We find there are students who say no. And the moment they say no, we leave them at that. So we got about 3,000 students saying no.
Yeah. It is not true that the student numbers have gone down. In fact, they've gone up. Last year, the admission to universities was at around 185,000. We are now at 202, and that is an increment. And with respect to funding, we are still using the student-centered funding model, and we are working to ensure that those resources are available to both the students and the institutions on time and in full. That's what we are doing as a government.
Jumali kurasa roboti yontete twenda somo tumoko mokenda ngusege kombekia mache toba isegoska toba za kwenda alega ndako toba tasi jinsemo cha online platforms na Facebook ase www.voiceofvictorytv.co.ke usase Facebook fan page to ase Voice of Victory Kenya usabana mwancho muliro yobeko toba tasi jinsemo chetu cha online platforms nelia ya YouTube ase Amazing Voice of Victory TV digital tiganda ndasege somo timo kunkwira nande nkosemye ayatigaire ko rwasense mu gito ya kabiri tobese goska tobasa kwendare.
Katika ulimwengu wa kidijitali wa leo, uwekezaji unapaswa kuwa rahisi na kufikia kwa kila Mkenya. Kupitia Zidi MMF, unaweza kuanza safari yako ya uwekezaji kwa kiasi cha kuanzia shilingi 15,000 pekee. Kwa kila shilingi 15,000 unapata mapato ya shilingi 5,000. Pata fursa za masoko ya ndani na kimataifa moja kwa moja kupitia simu au kompyuta yako. Fuatilia uwekezaji wako kwa urahisi na ufikie masoko mbalimbali ukiwa popote ulipo. Jiunge na Zidi leo, anza kuwekeza kwa akili na ujenge mstakabali wako. Tembelea home.ziditrader.com, member register au piga simu kupitia 0713097087 au 0742624496 ili kuzungumza na mhudumu wa Safaricom kwa habari zaidi.
Betame Rehabilitation Center ni nyagitari egokonya abantu abo bachandire n'obutumiki bwa maryogo yo gutindia buna bono obutumiki bwa marua chinyasore amona yandamange
yaba mintongoro Kelvin osire uko njeno monyagitari bwa mangana ya mental health kerotore Betame Rehab program nere koroko aftercare togo chatwara na kiba endrete
asamali etangoro ku biligram ondegi abwato mochando ko kunywa maru tigara nenyasora na betingo tige binde biyonsi ndongo tebiyonde bwensi orisikali Betame Rehabilitation Center ne rehabilitation yengia
bono namangana maya Betame twaigoire orosagia oroya imeyabo songo ensemo ya gesonso asamanke twakere esimye kubwatia 0706380913 kose 0783691972 Betame Rehabilitation Center genda wenyorere obobwenia webirengo bigoro.
LT Kenya International Medical Center ni nyagitari ekotoka ime yomochi obosongo.
Kenya International Medical Center erega igomochi obosongo
igoto kunyara kwa gutumika chimashini chekerero kuringoria omochando ore asomobere ogo.
Cover services chia marwaira ega tokurukanga chronic diseases gose lifestyle diseases.
Marwaire to kunyara kwa to konya no buroire bwa diabetes, high blood pressure, asthma, arthritis, ulcer, ne marwaire ande amange.
Abanyekitari bari trained nande bakorigereria omobere omogima korwetukia bakegesanise igo ng'a chimashini nigo chiroro chiarure chinse chia maiko chikorigereria ebimo biao bionsi ipi biomobere korwetukia mpaka amagoro nse
nigo gotonyora gwetira enamba yesimi iri 0717176383 gose 0798018654
koria na kigegosari omobere oito igo ng'a totigire maega ase okorigereria amang'ana nutrition
nigo twachire gokonya omochando ore ase omobere ogo.
Asante sana mwanjo muligira sengenje kukwenda kubata mwana majia sigetezeni bwante teki Amazing Voice of Victory TV tosuke kubosyo gweka CMC moje tu ya kabere ya mangana majia asobo ikirano tokose kubosyo mwanjo muligira nkomo nyuganga bono omochumbe kurase chinse moja kiharu moskendindi nyoro ngabla kagwe soke limilio kana wana korokia obu abo kolengana ni kiumbe kikoligerio bya bwechimbebe no bochoria sense ya Kenya use kiumbe kya Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission nubya bwaje bukwerigari kwikaso bochori bw'umwaka 2027 kagukwane kerekemo ndiko bono umuskendi nyoro abreka ukwana na kwenikinga nige kiombe kigya IEBC kyabireke gokora make asingiye yo kwenikinga bono obya bwo bwegenwa igati yaba Kenya gucyase kiombe cy'ubwa bire bukwimukirirwa kiribona abreka gosemi kiombe kigya IEBC kwimukerera nabono kwenikya ebisize au byabire bikokorekana asenkereye mo yo koremya aba Kenya nabono kwiranirya obyapo bwegenwa ekeretogendera kusukabosyo kwikaso mochori bw'umwaka 2027 robotiro asobikirano
with the process, because hata tukigoja whatever is happening next week, if the process we can already see in our eyes is fraud, how are we going to give Kenyans confidence as we head to the next general elections that Kenyans can actually go out there and give their civic duty and do their civic duty without the kind of machinations we are seeing every day? Ni vizuri wajue ya kwamba hii ambayo wanafanya ni mock exam. Na hii mock exam, the real exam is next year. And I am appalled and Kenyans are disappointed. Ni kama IEBC hawako Kenya. Wajue they are independent. Na kazi yao is not just about releasing results. Kazi yao pia ni kuonyesha Wakenya wote that the electoral process must always be peaceful, but also within the confines of what is acceptable, so that we keep on building the confidence that is required as we head to next year.
Mwancho muligiria tutigane na yetu tuskobosi kuikase nyombene na ya State House Sense ya Kenya. Mwancho muligiria chinseme chibono muraibense ya Kenya Maske William Ruto litkolia lero ngabirika kubika SAE ase lichiko lia Sovereign Wealth Fund ase ngiyo kwene kinga bono Kenya yabireke koba egatiye chinse cyabire chiko bwatana na bono kwene kya okobeka bosyo kweni bonke iliyogocha gutumeka nebisa kubigocha. Mwancho muligiria gati ye nibejo nikubono muraibense ya Kenya Maske William Ruto abireka kubika SAE egati ye Stabilization Fund enibe manyikane nga Strategic Infrastructure Fund na boigeni mo enibo ya Urithi Fund asikili yabireka ukwana na kweni kinga seto ya Kenya niko yabireke kor kya demokrasi yobo ikirano asingenje yo kweni kinga bono ebipengele bunebi ase constitution ya seto ya Kenya yabire bikwimukirwa na bono cross kwa buna lichiko oncho muligelia toyategera yo asobo ikirano.
Kenya proudly joins that community of nations that saves while they build. The lesson from each of these nations is unmistakable. Natural resources create opportunity. Institutions determine destiny. Without the right institutions, even great natural wealth can become a missed opportunity. Economists call this the resource curse. I dare say they give it the wrong name. The curse is not the resources. The curse is the failure in stewardship. Kenya has learned this lesson through experience. For many years, Kenya extracted titanium from the mineral sands of Kwale. It was one of the largest mining investments in our country's history. The minerals were extracted. Those deposits can never be mined again. What answer shall we give one day to our children when they ask us what happened to titanium? That is why this legislation that today becomes law in Kenya is consequential. So that never again will we mine or use resources without a trace for the future generations. Kenya is expected, and you have heard from Paul Russo, to commence oil production from the Lokichar Basin in Turkana. For decades, that discovery has represented hope. Today, it also represents responsibility. The question before us is not simply whether Kenya will produce oil. The question is whether Kenya will manage the proceeds wisely. Every barrel extracted should become an asset that never runs dry. At the same time, we have completed the first comprehensive nationwide mineral survey in our country's history. That survey has confirmed what many suspected for years.
Mchomuligelo na koje siya kamangana majeito litwali alero mkomanyi kwa ngabono muwaziri wa mangana kuru ase Chinsa moyeje sako ase siti wa Kenya Patrick Kilemi nikabereka kwe soka libulika na wanako kwanira kubatikana nubya kwa vile kutoka ase nivoje chisako imijensi ito ya Kenya maminja nechiro boti chabire chikwane kiwa matukabereka kwetanga nigeni bejo ekoba kego sirase nchira yobo kromi nikobono mo PS ko somo likyo tamba se kyombekyo musike Patrick Kilemi abeka kwanira kubatikana nubya kwa vile kukobekwa ne kyombekyo go se ebyombe bye chisako ase siti ya Kenya ilikuwa ni kingabono enivo yaba Kenya ase byombeyo yabireke gotumeka ase nchira yobo ene nubwasyo kum bakwane kirekyo nikobono musike Patrick Kilemi abeka go semya aba Kenya kugendera kubeka obwege no bwabo go chase chisako asikaya bereka okwana na kwanikinga bunenchire yeyo nenchira yo kwanikinga obyapo bugachina boyigo obotumeki obyapo enivo ko se ebesa wabire bogo segetwa ime yegati yaba Kenya robotiro asobikirano.
This statement is a clarification of the misleading media report regarding SACCO funds. And it's a statement issued by the Ministry of Cooperatives and Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise today, the 6th of July, the year of the Lord 2026. The Ministry of Cooperatives and Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise Development has noted with concern a misleading news report aired on NTV Prime News on Saturday, the 4th of July 2026 at 9 p.m. The bulletin forcibly suggested that the government intends to use over 1 trillion shillings of SACCO member savings to finance mega public infrastructure projects. This report is inaccurate and has the potential of creating unnecessary anxiety among the millions of Kenyans who are members of SACCOs and who depend on SACCOs for their financial inclusion and economic empowerment. And for the avoidance of doubt, SACCO funds remain the property of the respective SACCOs and are managed exclusively by the elected officials. The government of Kenya has no access to, neither does it intend to utilize these funds, member deposits held in SACCOs. Since cooperatives are autonomous, they are member-owned institutions, and their funds are strictly used to provide affordable credit and other financial services to their members. During our Ushirika celebrations, which we are invited as the president, the deputy president graced the occasion and informed the cooperators who are present at Oro Park that the National Infrastructure Fund has secured some seed capital of around 345 billion from the proceeds of sale of Kenya Pipeline Company and Safaricom. The funds are aimed to create fiscal space in the national budget by financing specific infrastructure projects, thereby freeing up resources to support priority sectors, which includes the cooperative movement. At no point did the Deputy President or the government propose using SACCO funds for this purpose.
Mwachomuligele na wikira butimbata mange tatika wikomolyo wa magana majia kuru asigeteseni bwanchete kia Voice of Victory TV botambe nigeteseni twabire togenda nkuma asinge nchiyo kukumanya kugochingia na boyiko kogo semya magana majia botambe bunako bakagwatika ibnesike inseito ya Kenya botambe egano enka Chinsemon na boyiko asim abarari babire bakugenda nkuma emere mubanchete gotuka konya bagosaka na bono botambe go kwaligania magana majia botambe bunako bakagwatika iminasiki yenseito ya Kenya gweka chinka kichinde na bereko bateranero umulikito Ishmael Omoyo ilikuwa kinge bichene iliyo gija bereke wikira senchire yubikira no botambe na biko semilo kuko tarasi Chinsa mechito chicha bisi cha golf academy town ya Bosongo iliyo biko semiko kubwatikana no bere ni ubunki boko boko tukasige tisini kikia Voice of Victory igatia boko record ya matera sichinchire cha audio kutangasira matangazo yebinto na boyiko Chinsemo au aseli goliria mukuke gatia boko kwaliganira matera yo na boyige binte binka sichinchire cha video asobo manyi no bokerero bobo ikera no gweka chinga kichindo mancho muligeria iliyetere ne botambe Wilson Omenge.